Last year, I went from 158 pounds at the end of my first ever bulk all the way down to 140. And these are some tips that helped me to do that successfully. First things first is I ate high protein. Now, I'm sure you probably know this already if you've done your research, that eating high protein in a deficit is crucial. We're trying so hard to hold on to that muscle mass when you're in a deficit, so eating high protein helps preserve that muscle mass. But the one thing that I love protein for is it keeps you fuller for longer, okay? I'm a girl with a hearty appetite. I need to eat a lot of food. I can't just do that eating high calorie portions of food, okay? I need to bulk up my food to make me feel fuller for longer. How I did that, I ate high protein, lean proteins, chicken. I pretty much had that every day for dinner. Egg whites, Greek yogurt, all that good stuff. And what I paired that with was fruits and veggies. Fruits and vegetables are low in calorie, they're high in fiber, they'll keep you fuller for longer. Pair that with protein, that's it. That's your recipe for success right there. Pair your high protein foods with your low calorie foods and you'll be full. You'll be satiated and you will get fat loss results. It also allows for high volume. Even now, I'm also still kind of working through some diet fatigue symptoms. I'm still eating my cauliflower rice dinners, okay, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So make sure you're eating high protein, fruits and veggies, and high volume foods. Next thing is sleep. Now, this girl can eat, this girl can also sleep, and I need my sleep. Especially when I'm in a deficit, I was even shooting for that 8 to 9 hours of rest. Now, I may not be asleep for that amount of time, but just resting. I noticed I needed a bit more rest than I typically do just because I am in a deficit, okay, or I was in a deficit. So making sure you're not neglecting your sleep. It is impossible to lose fat if you are sleep deprived. So make sure you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of rest, of good quality sleep a night. Now, I would actually increase that a little bit if you are in a deficit, especially the longer you've been in a deficit for. If you need to nap, nap. I was never a girl that napped, but I'm telling you, they are game changers. Even a 20-minute nap, you will feel like you've just got this new lease of life. You know, you think clearer. It's like, yes, I'm ready for round 2 of the day. Don't knock it until you try it. Even just resting, having time where you can mentally just, it's a game changer. So make sure you're giving yourself enough time to actually rest, whether that's sleeping, napping, or just resting, or even meditating. All these tools help with your fat loss journey. It will curb your hunger. If you start having cravings, you might just need to take a nap. Next thing is adherence. Now, of course, adherence leads to success, right? But when we break down adherence, there's certain things that I use that helped me to adhere to the plan. And that first thing was being organized. And that was in the form of meal prepping and also removing any decision fatigue. So I would lay out my clothes the night before. Sometimes I would even pack my gym bag for 3 or 4 days just so I just did it that once and I didn't have to do it again. So packing enough pants and socks and shorts, tops, whatever in my gym bag so I didn't have to do it every single day. But meal prepping as well. Meal prepping things in bulk, having vegetables chopped up, even having frozen fruits and veggies in there. But having everything as organized as possible. That way, throughout the week, I could focus on my clients, my business, and my training. I didn't have to think about, what am I going to wear tomorrow? So making sure that you are adherent to your diet, remove all the fluff going on in the rest of your life, okay? Every decision we make just chips a little bit more away at our mental decision making, okay? To help stick to my diet, I forgave myself when I messed up. Now, what does this look like? Maybe I overate one day. So what do I do the next day? Do I beat myself up and maybe just say, screw it, I'll get back to it on Monday? No, I was back on it like that. And I screwed up multiple times throughout my diet. And you will too, it's normal. You will. It's never going to be the perfect smooth sailing plan and your weight's just going to go like this. It's always fluctuating. So what happens when I messed up? I got straight back to it. I forgave myself. I told my coach what had happened. No big deal. Just get back to it, regardless of how bad the messing up was. Okay. So forgive yourself. The sooner you forgive yourself, the sooner you can get back on track and the sooner you can see your results and see success. Last thing is my support system. I could not do anything without a good support system, and neither can you. We can't do anything alone. We're not meant to. Now, with relation to my fat loss phase last year, I couldn't have done what I did without my husband. He was there supporting me. He was cooking my meals. He was prepping my chicken. He was even doing my dishes for me. Great guy. But I could not have done it without him. Just those little things throughout the day, throughout the weeks, they add up. Again, it's kind of going back to that decision fatigue. It took friction out of my life and it just helped me a ton. It took the weight off my shoulders, literally. So make sure you have a good support system, okay? Whether that's a friend, a spouse, son's daughter, whoever it is, making sure you have someone there supporting you through the process is so, so key. I suggest hiring a coach. If they're a good coach, they'll be with you, coaching you through the process. You can lean on them. You can ask them questions. When you start doubting yourself, which you will, you can lean on your coach. They can tell you, don't do this, do that, forgive yourself, you're fine, keep on doing, keep pressing on. Okay. So having a good support system is so key. These 4 tips really, really were the foundation of my success. Now I can go into the weeds of like little things here and there that helped me, but these 4 things are really what did it. They really are. Hopefully these 4 tips can help you in your fat loss journey. No time like the present. Let's get started.